unit will be removed and may be destroyed by security services. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this DadRail stream on the Cathcart Circle Train Sim World. We shall be starting on time tonight. There's a first time for everything, I know. On time tonight at 20:30. So you've got about 6 minutes.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes e-cigarettes.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome to this DadRail stream. We will be starting in approximately 1 minute. Please have your drinks and light refreshments ready, and if you know anyone else that might enjoy this content, please do feel free to invite them along. Starting in just under a minute.
This is a safety announcement. It is not permitted to cycle, skateboard or rollerblade within the station building.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. Let's put some lights on. That's better. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing very well tonight. Today on this stream, we're going to be doing the Trainsim World Cathcart Circle line, or Circle route, which is a route I haven't done on stream since February. I think I've only done it once as well. So I've been promising this one for quite a while. So I think it's about time that we jump in and do it. Before we jump in, guys, as always, thirdly, if you lovely people in, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, I did press the wrong button, in case you hadn't noticed there. As always, guys, before we jump in, all the views and opinions expressed within this video are solely my own, may not reflect those of any companies I may be employed by or associated with. Also, if this is the first video you have seen by me, then do like and subscribe, of course. My name's Richard, and I am a freight train driver, former passenger train driver, based in the south of England. So we're going to be having all our usual features in the stream tonight. We're going to be jumping in and out of the Discord server. We're in the live stream pictures page. If you want to put your pictures in there, you're more than welcome to. There is an invitation link for the Discord in the description below. We're also going to be playing our very popular game. You know the one.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
And our picture today is from Stefan Raymond Nolan. I think it's going to be a good one tonight, but I do say that every time. So there we go. So guys, without further ado, let's jump in and play some Trainsim World. Everything is working so far. It's all going a little bit too well. So, I don't know too much about the Cathcart Circle. What I do know is we're going to do it in the rain to make things a little bit more interesting. I always tend to do everything on sunny days, so let's do something in the rain. Let's do a Neilstone to Glasgow Central to start with, and then we'll do something round the loop, and then maybe something down here. I can't remember the station down there. I want to say Newton or something. There we go. I see they've got updated loading screens on Train Sim World 2 as well now. I've had some different loading screens come up, which has been quite nice. Hey, Dance Communist Revolution. Welcome to the stream. Robert, Hooded Dominoes. Who else we got in? Pig and Bob. Ray for Trainsport, LW Rail, Aaron S. Great to have so many of you here tonight. So let me get the train set up, guys, and then we'll go through the chat and see if I can't answer some of your questions. Although knowing absolutely nothing about the Cathcart Circle, I've probably got more questions than you have. So let's see how we get on. Right. Okay. Quite similar to the 313, I think, in terms of where the safety systems and stuff are. So there we go. That one is up. That's our AWS. Let's get our key in. Into neutral. That's forward. Neutral. We want some lights, so headlights, and get the doors open. Loading passengers. Right, let's check our timetable, see where we're stopping. So we're currently at Glasgow Central, Pollock Shields East, Queen's Park, Cross Hill. Yes, my scroll wheel's completely knackered. Just blow the mouse, get the dust out of it. Cross Hill, Mount Florida, Cathcart, Muir End, William Wood, White Craigs, Patterton, and finally Neilstone. So yeah, quite a fairly long run there, about half an hour I think this is going to be. So wait until 07, 02 and 30. We are running a little bit, we're all set up and ready to go in good time, which makes a change. William Train Mad Boy. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Good to have you here tonight. Right, where's my door close button? Right, I'm just going to use the keyboard. If in doubt, use the keyboard. Into forward. Right, Glasgow Central line 5, go via. Okay. Brakes off. Let's see if this is going to move. Well, it's moving. That's a good start. We have traction. So what are we? 15 out of here. Let's get up to 15 and shut it off. Northwest Train Spotting. 314s are slower acceleration than the 313s. That actually surprises me because typically AC units tend to be a lot... oh, here we go. The weather's kicked in. Yeah, AC units tend to be a lot faster, the acceleration, than DC units, so that surprises me. But I guess saying that, the 313 saying that, I think were dual voltage, weren't they? Richard can't hear the game in the live. The game audio is turned on. You should be able to hear it. I'll crank it up a little bit if not. Well, let me know how that is, guys. I've pulled the game volume up a little bit. Let's get some windscreen wipers on as well. Is it V for wipers? Where are they? There we go. We are off. The one thing I wish you could do in this game is adjust your eye line. So, you know, we can kind of look around, look up and down, left and right, but it'd be really good if we could sort of adjust the height that we are in the cab and stuff like that. Because for me, I think we're sitting a little bit low at the moment. I'd like to be sitting up a little bit higher. So that'd be a really good feature if we could have that. Det trains can't hear the game audio at all. I'm just blowing the horn there, guys, because the game audio is quite quiet anyway. Let me know if you can hear that coming through. Can only hear the wipers. Okay, so you've got something. You've got some sort of audio. It's showing as outputting at my end. It is reasonably quiet though. This train. Northwest train spotting, I can hear fine. Right, that means it's not the stream. Excellent. Right, where are we off to? We're still coming out of Glasgow Central. The 484s have seat height adjustment. Do they really, Robert? I've not noticed that. Brilliant. Yeah, if the game audio isn't loud enough, guys, I can turn it up a little bit. That's not an issue at all. Right, 2 yellows. Try a Darth Vader. I'll try not to speed as well while I'm at it. The AWS did not go off. Yeah, look, TPWS brake demand. The AWS, I promise you, oh, there's the door closed. The AWS did not go off in my cab. I think there must be a sound issue with this. I know there is on the London commuter. There's a few sound issues, but I promise you, the AWS did not go off. We should still have that one though. We've got to wait a minute for that to time out. So in real life, if I've had a TPWS brake demand, before I move the train, I want to contact the signaller and just report the circumstances. The worst thing you can do in that situation is reset and go. If you reset it and then just go without contacting the signaller, that's going to be sort of disciplinary action because that's blatantly breaking the rules. You need to make sure you contact the signaller. You're not going to get in trouble for the activation, but if you didn't report it, then you'd get in trouble for that. Right, we're timed out. We can carry on going. We're going to be late now. So I spoke to the signaller. Everything's good. We have got a stepped distant here. So the status of this signal can tell us what route we're taking. So at the moment, with 1 yellow on both heads, that tells me the next signal is going to be at danger. If we had green on the right head, or 2 yellows on the right head, that would tell me we're taking the route to the right. And same for the left. So we are red ahead. No, we're not. We're green now. Excellent. Alfie, I don't like AWS on this train. So there we go. We've got position 1 junction indicator. 30 miles an hour. So much speeding going on here. Det Trains 43. Are you happy England won the Women's Euros? Yeah, come on, Lionesses. Well done. I think women's football needs much higher profile. I think they've done absolutely fantastically and certainly raised the profile of the game. I'm not a big football fan myself, but I do like to support the national squad. I do like overrunning platforms as well. Oh, this... This is not going particularly well, is it? Do you know what? It's on the platform. As long as it's on the platform, that's all that matters. Right, we're offside doors. This is going absolutely terribly. Let's play a game.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
We'll have a go at that to distract from my terrible driving at the moment. Tea and biscuits. No, I'm not even gonna report that one, Det Trains. That's as long as it's on the platform, it's all good. Dance Dance Communist Revolution. The 314 has very bad brakes. Yeah, it does indeed. I've just found that out. Right, locked doors. Let's get going. Now I know how bad the brakes are. I'll try and stop properly at the next one. Right, we are off. Robert Lilly, you are the third one on my screen with number 6. Let's play a game.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
So I'm going to reveal what's behind box number 6, guys. You have got 10 seconds to tell me the locomotive, location, and livery. Too easy. There will be, incidentally guys, I am working on some changes to Locomotive Location Livery at the moment. The boxes are going to be made a bit smaller. We're going to go from a 16 4x4 grid to a 5x5 grid. So each reveal is going to be slightly smaller to make it a little bit more challenging. Det Trains is saying it's a 66 dB. The 8059 Productions is saying we are a 60 dB. Hooded Dominoes 59 dB. Darrow definitely a DB60. The brakes truly are shocking on this, aren't they? They truly are shocking. Wow, that's incredible. Det Trains, hey Deborah, did you see my DM on Twitter yesterday evening? Yes, bud. If you check, I replied to that earlier on today. I have your picture on there, which will definitely be will be getting used at some point, probably next week. I didn't even see the pic officially, Charles. Rewind the string. That's the cheating way of doing it. William Train Mad Boy, what do you think of the Class 484? 484 for Train Sim World, I think Rivet have done a fantastic job on that. I think the whole island route update has been fantastic. I think Rivet have really upped their game with that. Definitely very good. Right, we're off to Cross Hill, 774 yards. Remembering that the brakes are terrible. Yeah, Northwest Train Spotting. If I'm being honest, the collectibles around Train Sim World 2, I think they add something to the game. Certainly, it's not an area of the game I'm particularly interested in exploring personally, but I can see why they've done it. I definitely can. It's kind of encourage you to get out of the train and have a look around and explore the area. But yeah, it's not a particular area of the game that I'm massively interested in personally. Mega Sim fan, I'm leaving SCR for good. I've just started SCR. I hope it's not because of me you're leaving. Right, let's see if we can get this stop a little bit better. We're going uphill as well, so I've got a little bit of assistance from the gradient. It's looking good. It's looking good. 48 yards. No, it's not. It's looking terrible. Dad fail. Hashtag dad fail for today for sure. Is it on the platform though? Oh yeah, it's on the platform. As long as it's on the platform, it counts. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. William Tramer Boy, I bought it half an hour after it came out and absolutely loving it. Yeah, I funnily enough, there'll be a live stream on Friday and that's going to be on the Island Line. We're going to be doing the 484 on the Island Line on Friday at 20:30. Ian Bradley, hi Richard. Why was I timed out? It was you sounding the horn for a sound/audio test. No idea why you were timed out, Ian. Was that Nightbot that timed you out? That's completely automatic. I've got absolutely no idea what's happened there. Best stop so far? Yeah, you're probably right, to be fair. Locking the doors. Right, Mount Florida, off we go. 35. Let's see if we can get these stops sorted out. Make them a little bit better. Robert, I went on a train that overshot 2 cars of a 12 car. 465. He reversed the train into the platform and all was good. 20 minutes later, what action could be taken against him? Him or her, Robert? So if the drivers put 2 cars over the end of the platform, it's very unlikely that they've reversed it back into the platform. What they've probably done is changed ends on the train and then driven it back into the platform. Reversing it back into the platform would be a big no-no. Normally they're going to look at the reasons as to why you've overshot the platform. If you've left your braking a bit late, or it's just been it could be a million and one reasons. You've just come into the station a bit fast, you've left your braking a bit late. It could be that you've misread your schedule card and you didn't realise you were stopping there till the last minute. So many reasons it could be. But yeah, normally it's just going to be looking at why it happened and what they can do to make sure it doesn't happen again. If the driver continuously does that, continuously does the same incident, then they're going to start questioning their ability to do the job. But normally with any sort of incident, we're not looking at disciplinary action, or we're not looking at punishing people. We're just looking to sort of find out why people are making mistakes. We're all human, we all make mistakes, and yeah, it's important to realise that. Right, see if we can get this stop a bit better. I want this within 10 yards. If we get it within 10 yards, we're doing well. Without using brake step 3 as well would be good. I'm in 2 at the moment. Oh, 3. Well, hey! We're getting there. We're learning. We're learning. We are learning. Oh, do. Do the doors by going over to the driver's door at every station like they used to. Yeah, I don't know what they do on these units. Have we got door controls on the... Oh, we do have door controls over there. So yeah, if I'm doing an offside door release, then it is good practice to get up out the seat and use the door controls on the platform side. Which, as you know, when I do 375s, 377s, I do that as a matter of course. Ian, the England score 2-1 to the Lionesses. They have won. They have done what the men's team have been trying to do for years. Sloth the Jolliton, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Sam Robinson, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Number 1 community manager. Right, we're off to Cathcart, 0.6 miles. Now Sam's watching. I've got to drive properly. Right, so we're good for 35. Northwest Train Spotting, how come the 150/2 guard controls are not functional in Train World? I've got no idea at all. I would personally love to see sort of a guard mode in Train Sim World. I think it'd be really easy to implement. The AI is already there with the trains driving themselves. I think it just needs a little bit of tweaking. I mean, like the 484, you can already guard that. The 313, you can guard that. So I think having sort of a proper guard mode would be a really good idea. Last signal, 1 yellow, red ahead. Yeah, Det Trains 43. I did reply to you earlier. Yeah, if you go on Twitter, you'll see that I've replied to your DM on Twitter. I replied to that earlier today. Red ahead, I'm breaking the rules because you should be 20 mph over the AWS magnet going towards a red. And when we're coming into a station platform, we are stopping for the signal, not the platform. So we're coming in a lot slower than we usually would. Oh, my stop marker's right on the signal there as well. Don't want to overshoot this one because that will be tea and biscuits. Oh, stop. So we're going to go full service brake application. We're going to set our DRA and we are going to put the train into neutral. And you know what? I am going to be good. I'll get up and I'll go to the other side and I'll open the doors. Train doors. It won't let me do it from that side. I'm guessing I've got to have the guard's key in to do it from that side. Which is down there somewhere, isn't it? There we go. We've got a green, so the signal's cleared, so we can take our DRA out. William Traymad Boy, thanks very much for joining us. Really appreciate that. So we're going to jump into the Discord server now, guys, and see what you guys have been posting over there. A Smacksfrow 73's at Tunbridge, beautiful. A Tea Drinker, Trainbow. And officially Charles there with the... I can never remember what the class is, I just call them Intercity 225s. LNER. Beautiful. Great stuff, guys. Right, lock door. So the lock door button's up here, isn't it? It's a very ergonomically designed cab. Right, we've got a green. Let's get going. Ian Bradley, yay, 2022, and they win with 2 goals. 1966, we win with 6 goals. I should have put a bet on. It's funny you should say about putting bets on. I went to Lingfield Races yesterday, courtesy of my employer, which was very nice of them. And I don't bet. It's the first time I've ever been to horse racing. As a rule, I don't bet. But yesterday, I thought, you know, I'm at the horse racing. I've got to have a little flutter. So there were 3 horses that I fancied in one of the races. I've gone up to the tote counter, said, yeah, right, I want £2 on this one to win, £2 on this one each way, £2 on this one each way. And she said, oh, that'll be £10, please. I've got my card up on my phone, gone to tap it, she's gone, sorry, all bets are off, because the race had just started. About 2.5 minutes later, the result comes over the PA system, and all the horses that I were going to bet on had lost. So, by my reckoning, I'd won, because I hadn't wasted that money. That was a little win for me, that was. So even though I didn't win any money, I didn't lose anything. So I kind of felt good about myself for that. Jack Newell, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Jack. I'm tripping over my words this evening. This is the Dad Fail overrun every single platform we possibly can stream at the moment. Dexneil2823, hello, how are you so fast with the AWS? How do you mean fast with the AWS? You've got 2.7 seconds to reset it in real life. Same on Train Sim. I don't think I'm that fast with it, am I? I suppose doing it in real life, it's one of those things when you're driving, if the AWS goes off, you sort of hit it as hard as you can, as quickly as you can. Oh, come on, no, we're not going to overrun another one. It's within 10 yards. I said if it was within 10 yards, we were good. Right, so we should be getting into neutral before we get up out the seat. Let's get up on the platform. That's one thing with the passengers on this. Regardless of the weather, what the passengers are wearing never seems to change. You can have it sort of in the middle of winter and nobody's wearing coats or anything. I mean, I know we're in Scotland and everyone's a bit tougher up there. I get that. I'm like a southern softie. Anything sort of below 15 degrees and I'm wearing coats and moaning it's freezing. I know my yes, I know people from the north and the Scotland are a bit more hardy like that. We're southern softies down here, aren't we? Definitely. Right, where are we going? Off to William Wood, platform number 2. Let's play a game.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Det Trains 43. What was left of Newhaven Marine on Friday? The platforms are still there and the signs are still there, although they're faded, but there's no station canopy or anything there anymore. It's in quite a sorry state, to be honest with you. Jack, that's Scotland for you. That's where you know, they don't moan about it up there, they just get on with it. Us southern softies. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, Det Trains 43, number 11. You're the third one on my screen.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
I'm going to give you number 11, guys, and you got 10 seconds. We're going to get anything from the location on that one. Yeah, interested to hear your thoughts as always, guys. What are you thinking on that? Officially, Charles says it's a tuck. Det Trains, don't think it's a 66 anymore. Class 60 dB cargo, Aeronautics 237, Class 59 dB. Hooded Domino, 60 dB on a track. Yeah, it's definitely on a track. You're not wrong there. Ooh, 60 is a good guess. As we're coming into Williamwood, platform 2. Coming in really slowly now because I'm scared of these brakes. So I'm just over braking. I'm over braking and still overshooting. Det train 60 dB Exeter as a random guess. It's not Exeter. You may be in the right sort of area though. Sort of. You're in the right quarter of the country. I'll give you that much. Doors on the left. Open the doors, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got 60 of you lovely people in tonight. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing. That would be absolutely brilliant. Also, for your information, there's a few events that are going to be going on this week. I'm going to start publishing sort of a schedule of streams and other events that I'm going to be doing. So Tuesday at 8:30 in the evening, we're going to have a SCR community play and stream. So we're going to be streaming SCR. Wednesday at 8:30 we're going to be doing an SCR community game in the Discord server, so that's where we have the voice chat on, and we just play a bit of SCR. And on Friday, as I said earlier, 8:30 we're going to be doing the Island Line. So there's a few things going on this week, and I'm going to post my schedule up on my social media channels and in the Discord. It's already in the Discord, but I'll put it on my social media channels a bit later on. Lock doors, come on. Objective complete, let's go. We're off to White Craigs, platform 2. Let's take the brakes off, that always helps. Maxwell Winship at Davro, can you DM the SCR link to me on Discord, please? Yeah, Max, if you go onto the Discord, you're in the SCR section, you'll find a channel called SCR server request or something. If you just put your name down in there, then I'll get that sorted for you. So we're 0.6 miles away. We are good for 50. We'll try and get it up to 50. We'll see if we can get there. Nathan's Railway videos, yeah, be on the SCR private server on Wednesday. Yeah, so Wednesday's one, Nathan, won't be streaming. We'll just be on the Discord server in the voice chat and all sort of playing along together. Right, I think the biggest mistake I'm using here is I'm using initial brake step 1. I'm going to start using initial brake step 2. See if that helps. Need to be a little bit more aggressive on the brakes. I'm trying to give the passengers too smooth a ride. It doesn't help. As a rule, we try not to use brake step 3. We try to use 1 and 2. You should always sort of have something in reserve. If you're coming into every station in brake step 3, you've got nothing in reserve. So as a rule, we just sort of use 1 and 2. But I seem to be using 3 in every single stop. But we have yet to overshoot a platform. Fingers crossed. So it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Det Trains 43. What routes are you doing tomorrow? I'm guessing tomorrow, because I'm not streaming tomorrow. I guess you mean in real life. I'm going to be doing Tunbridge to Crawley tomorrow morning. And then I think I take it all the way... No, I take it to Acton in London tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to be out and about a little bit tomorrow. Lock doors. Off we go. We're going to Patterton, 1 mile away. Don't seem to be getting any wheel slip on this, which is good. I'm not sure if that's because it's not modelled or just because the traction packages are really good. Typing Squirrel, when you drive at Gatwick, can you see planes landing? Have you ever seen an Airbus A380? Yeah, I've seen plenty of A380s. I've never seen one... No, I tell a lie, actually. I saw one landing at Gatwick yesterday. Like I said, I was at Lingfield Races, which is not far from Gatwick, and the flight path into Gatwick goes right across the racecourse. And I saw an A380 landing yesterday. coming across. But I don't know if you've ever been to Gatwick, but the railway line goes right along past the runway. It's really, really close. So yeah, you do see planes landing there all the time. In actual fact, there's a video on the YouTube channel called Train, and Plane or something like that, which is when I was on a ballast job just outside Gatwick Airport, and it's got a 377, a 700 and the Class 66, and an EasyJet plane flies over the top landing. It's only about a minute long, but it's quite a good clip. Incidentally, Gatwick Airport, either side of the railway track, there's 12-foot high trip wires located either side of the railway track at Gatwick Airport, and if the wires get broken, then all the signals in the area get put back to danger automatically, and the electricity traction current gets switched off. So it's kind of like a safety mechanism in case a plane comes in a little bit too low. But of course that never happens because pilots are highly professional individuals who don't make mistakes. I don't know if Sam's still in the chat or not, but he'd know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm getting better at this. I haven't used brake step 3 yet. Oh, it's looking good, it's looking good, it's looking good. Back to 1 for the stop, I'll take that. Other than the fact we're running 5 minutes late. I can attribute a minute or so, maybe a minute and a half to the AWS activation earlier on, but I'm not sure what I can attribute the rest of it to. Arthur's Transport Productions, am I on the New Haven again anytime soon? Yes, I believe I'm on it. I'm either on it Thursday or Friday. I can't quite remember which one. Lock doors, off we go. I keep going down there like the 313 for some reason. Neilstone, platform 2, off we go. So, 61 of you lovely people in today. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing. That would be brilliant. Trying to reach 11,000 subscribers within the next couple of months would be superb. Robert, have you seen my DM on Discord, Patman? Yes, I did, Robert. I'm pretty sure I replied to you. I've had quite a few DMs and DMs on Discord and sort of social media and stuff. What I'll say to you guys, if you do send me a DM on my social media or on my Discord, I wouldn't be exaggerating if I said maybe 15 or 20 messages a day. So I do try to reply to them as many as as many of them as I possibly can. But if yours does get lost in the system, then do feel free to kind of send it again and give me a nudge. Yeah, like I said, I do try my best to answer them all, but sometimes it's nothing personal. Sometimes I just don't get around to doing them. Yeah, no worry, Arthur's Transport Productions. I'll yeah, like I say, I'll be streaming later on in the week. So ask me later on in the week if you're in one of the streams, and I'll let you know. I just can't remember what day it is. We do like a nice viaduct shot. Robert, I didn't reply. Oh, sorry, Robert. Yeah, I'll have another look at that one earlier, because like I said, I've got so many Discord messages and other messages at the moment. Hooded Dominoes, does anyone here just sit and watch York Rock for like half an hour? It's so good. Oh, is that the webcam? LWRL, I just failed my training in SCR because apparently I undershot the stop marker. Oh, that's not so good. I've yet to do any of the training in SCR. I am a trainee driver in SCR, and in Train Sim World by the looks of the performance on this drive today. It's been less than great. Det Trains 43, can you do a video on head codes? I don't think the topic of head codes are covered enough. There's not, to be honest with you, Det Trains, there's not really a great deal to say on head codes. Sort of the first number of the head code denotes the class of the train and the maximum speed it's allowed to travel at. And the other bits are kind of, the letter is sort of defined by what region you're in or where the train's going. For example, the Hastings line near me, the services are hotels. Specials are Zulus, and the last 2 digits are just randomly assigned to that particular train. So there's not a great deal to be said on it, but I can possibly put something together. 156 Andrew, hi Dad and chat. Hi Dad and chat. Richard, I know this route very well. I certainly don't. I've proved that. I don't know this route at all. Never been along it in real life. I'm just kind of going with it and seeing how it goes. Yeah, let's type in one yellow red hair. Let's type in Squirrel sort of says. So yeah, class 1 would be an express train. Class 2 is normally a local train or a stopping train. Class 3 is specially authorised empty coaching stock, or it might be like a railhead treatment train or something like that. Class 4 is an express freight train up to 75 miles an hour. Class 5 is empty coaching stock. Class 6 is a 60 mile an hour freight train. Class 7 is a 45 mile an hour freight train. Class 8 is a 35 mile an hour freight train. Class 9 is normally used for Thameslink and Crossrail, which again is express passenger. 9 used to be used specifically for international trains, but Thameslink and Crossrail seem to have got in there and started using Class 9 as well. Right, miles too early on the brakes. Absolutely terrible performance by the driver. Red ahead, so I should have been 20 over that magnet, so I'm doing really, really bad here. I'm going to try, I think this is our last stop, I'm going to try not to spad it. That'd be a very me thing to do. That's not even a bad stop. Right, step 3, DRA on because we're at a red signal, into neutral, doors on the left.
Security personnel to our destination 24 hours.
And whilst we're waiting for the score, we'll play a game.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Det Trains 43, how do you remember the Z is Zulu and H is Hotel? So the phonetic alphabet, Det Trains, is something you will need to know. Any role on the railway, phonetic alphabet, very, very important. So it's something to, it's a good thing to learn. So it's Alpha Bravo, Charlie Delta, Echo Foxtrot, Golf Hotel, India, Juliet Kilo Lima, Mike November, Oscar Papa, Quebec, Romeo Sierra, Tango Uniform, Victor Whiskey, X-Ray Yankee, Zulu. I probably missed something there. I don't know my alphabet now. I've just proved I don't know the alphabet either. Jack Newell, you're the third one on my list with number 2.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Let's give you number 2, Jack, and see what you think it might be. Yeah, there we go. Typing Squirrel says you also need the phonetic alphabet in aviation. Yeah, indeed. It's a really useful skill to have, phonetic alphabet. Comes in useful, especially if you're talking to call centres and stuff like that, and they want you to spell out your postcode. Okay, BN, well, TN, no, BN. I don't live in a BN postcode, so I can get away with that. Gold medal. So that was an absolutely dreadful run with an AWS activation, and they still gave me a gold medal for it. Although Muren platform was a pretty good stop. Not too bad at all. Hooded Dominoes, well that didn't help. JLC Trainspotting, SOS for spam. Class 60 Tug, TR9 Trainspotting, Class 60 at Salisbury. Joseph Adams, hello, welcome to the stream. Let's do another service. Let's have another go, we'll see what else we can do. You're in the right sort of area with Salisbury TR9. You're not a million miles away. Where am I? I've lost the train. 314. So that was the Neilstone line. Glasgow Central to Newton. I want to go. Let's type in Newton. We'll go down the Newton branch now. Newton to Glasgow Central via Pollock's Shield West. Is that the way we've just gone via Pollock's Shield? No, I don't think it was. We can't have done. I think we've come straight down the main there, haven't we? 7:50 in the morning. Hopefully it's got some nice lighting effects on it. We'll go with that one. Officially Charles, 60 at Ditton Marsh. Not Ditton Marsh, I'm afraid. Adam's Transport Videos, hello, welcome to the stream. Right, let's get the doors open. Let's get this thing set up. AWS in. We'll put the guard switch in so I can use the doors on the other side. EP, master key. Someone asked me what EP stands for. It stands for electro-pneumatic. Because EP was a braking system back in the day. You had electro-pneumatic brakes. Still used on some units, actually, for that matter. Doors on the left. Let's get some headlights on. There we go. Right, loading passengers. Loading, loading. Loading passengers. Hooded Dominoes, what is SCR? I feel so dumb. So Hooded Dominoes, SCR is a route train simulator / train multiplayer game called Stepford County Railways, and it uses the Roblox platform. It's completely free. If you go to roblox.com, then type in, or just Google SCR Stepford County Railway, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about it. It's an interesting game. I wouldn't say it was a train simulator as such. You do drive trains on it, but you can also drive trains. You can be a guard, you can be a signaller, you can be a platform dispatcher, all in sort of a multiplayer universe. It's a good game. If you're looking for sort of a serious train driving simulator, then that it isn't. But as a sort of fun multiplayer experience, then yeah, it's definitely probably the best one out there. Or it's the best one that I've played, at least. Right, we're off to Kirkhill Platform 1. So where are we stopping on this service? We've got Kirkhill, Burnside, Croftfoot, Kings Park, Langside, Pollockshire East, Shorelands, Maxwell Park, Pollockshire West, Glasgow Central. And we've got no rain in this. I've turned the rain off. Let's see if I can drive this a little bit more professionally now. Exotic Cos, or Exotic Cos. SCR is what we were talking about. Stepford County Railway on Roblox. You can be a guard on there. In order to become a guard, though, you do need to complete some training courses and bits and bobs. You kind of need to start off and work your way up. So you start off as a trainee driver, then you become a driver, then you can do guard, dispatcher, and then signaller, or maybe signaller, guard, dispatcher. No, signaler's the last one, isn't it? But yeah, you start off as trainee driver, and then you can sort of go on for the onto the ranks, up through the ranks. Figsbowl, dance for us and unban me from the Discord. That's very generous of you, Figs. What can I say? Oh dear, dancing on streams. It's like doing the floss, isn't it? that's as good as it gets. I think the mods would eat me alive, to be fair. Right, we're going to Kirkhill. Did I put some headlights on? I don't think I put headlights on. Find out when we get out, won't we? Sebastian Peters, hello! Debt train's a bit of bribery, don't you think? Right, there's a station there. Let's get some brakes in. See if we can do a better job of this one than we did on the last one. 156 Andrew, Mum Rail is working tonight. She's in the hospital doing her bit. Oh, that's going to be a one-hit wonder. No hands. 2 yards. Oh, 3-yard overshoot. No hands. That was perfect. That was one brake application and stops. You just touch the brakes once and it stops on the mark. Oh, look at where the driver's door is in relation to the end of the platform. I'm taking that. I'm going to take all the credit for that. Yes, Max, I wish GSMR was a feature in Train Sim World 2. Yes, so do I. Absolutely. Yeah, no buttons working on there at all. I absolutely do wish GSMR was a feature. Even if you just had the ability to put a random train number in, turn it on, and register the thing, and it just comes up with the head code that you've entered on there. Do you know, that's all it needs to be. It doesn't need to have the ability to make calls and everything else. If you could just register the thing and turn it on, it would just add that extra level of immersion, I feel. I don't think it would be that hard to do either. I really don't think it would be that hard to do. Yeah, Sam Robinson, hole in one. Quality driving. If I tried to do it, it wouldn't have happened. Toby Kelly, GSMR, Global Systems for Mobile Communications - Railway. It is that box there, which is the radio inside the train. If you want to know more about that, then about a week ago, I released a 2-part video about the GSMR radio and all the rules surrounding it and how it works and emergency calls and stuff like that. So yeah, if you check out the other videos on the channel, you will find that one on there. We're off to Burnside, platform 1, 1.3 miles. Exotic Cos, what rank are you on SCR? I am trainee driver. I'm very new to SCR. Really enjoying it, but yeah, I was asked by approached by the community team over there to make some content, and it would have been rude to refuse. But yeah, I jumped into there, really enjoying it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sebastian. What locations do you normally go to? Where's your favourite places to go? Right, what we got? Newport, Northern Norwich. Figsbell, would you ever get put on a 7455 scrap drag? My colleagues have done most of them. I haven't done one. It's unlikely I would get put on them. Because in order to do it, you need to sign the T7 translators. So you have the locomotive, as I'm sure you know, then you have a translator, then the unit, which translates the brake. So when you put the brake in on the locomotive, you won't get brake on the unit. So you have a translator vehicle, which translates the air brake on the loco to an electrical brake signal, EP, electro-pneumatic brake signal, on the unit. But yeah, I don't sign the translator vehicles. So unfortunately, it's unlikely that I'd be put on it. Right, Burnside. Let's see if we can have another good stop. It's not going to happen. If you try to do it, it doesn't happen. Right, brake step 2. I've got a funny feeling that's going to need 3. Not only is he not going to do a hole in one or a one-hit wonder, he's going to overshoot the platform in style. I should have gone to an emergency, really, shouldn't I? Haha. Ah. Oh, do you know what I've done, guys? I've overshot the platform, and then I've opened the doors on the wrong side of the train. You know what that means? But it's alright, Gov, because the station before I had a perfect stop, so it's absolutely fine. That's got to be a double tea and biscuits with the managers. I've done unlock right. Come on, work. In reality, guys, in this situation here, I would have walked back and locked this set of doors out here. This first set of doors, I would have locked them out locally, and then opened the doors on the rest of the train to stop anyone falling out. But yeah, that's not a good stop. And then opening the doors on the wrong side, that's definitely not good at all. What would you do in this situation? Sacked rail. Definitely sacked rail. That's a double whammy. We'll try not to do that again. We're off. Where are we going? Croftfoot, platform 1. Let's have another go. Tasty bourbon biscuit moment. I think it'd be soggy digestives with a performance like that, if you're lucky. You know you're having a bad day when you've got a digestive biscuit and you dip it in your tea, and then before you take it out, the biscuit falls apart and you've got all bits of biscuit in the bottom of your tea. There's nothing worse. Yeah, so JLC train spotting. In real life, I'd be phoning up the signaller to report that. Because I've only got one set of doors off, I'd just walk back, lock out those sets of doors locally. So just walk back to the individual set of doors, put your carriage key and lock them out. Then go back to the cab and press the door open button, so it'd open all the doors that are on the platform. In terms of punishment and stuff, my manager's going to want to know... One yellow, red ahead. My manager's going to want to know why I overshot it. He's going to want to know why I opened the doors on the wrong side, what's caused that. Like I said earlier, have I just misread my schedule card? It could be that I wasn't expecting to stop there. Had I become distracted? Had there been a problem with the train? Was there low adhesion? You know, we need to find out exactly what's caused it. Then it's going to sort of be, what can we do to make sure it doesn't happen again? Do you need retraining? You know, are you fully aware of the risks at the location? Stuff like that. So yeah, we generally speaking, railway companies are not looking to punish people that make mistakes. They're looking to learn from them and then improve that person, sort of upskill that person and improve their abilities. Punishing people doesn't... You don't get anywhere by just, you know, poking people with a big stick when they do something wrong. You kind of want to... You want to teach people and improve them and help them to develop and not to do it again. So look, I'm going to be a good boy. Because I'm going to be downloaded when I get back to the depot now. So, oh, the other thing that might happen in that situation is you might have been med screened when you get back to the depot, so you'll get random, you'll get a 4-course drugs and alcohol test to make sure you're not drunk on duty or taking anything you shouldn't have been. Sebastian Peters, I like going to Havant Fair and Portsmouth and Southsea, Hillsea, Petersfield, Guildford, Woking, Wokingham, Reading, Waterloo, Paddington, King's Crossing, Bankland, Clapham Junction, Queenstown Road. Good selection there. 156 Andrew, Richard, do you play golf? No, I've never played in my life, but it's funny you should say that because we've got a corporate golf day coming up at work in September. So, sorry guys, I'll get back to that question. It's just occurred to me, my last signal was 1 yellow, my next is red. So I should have set the DRA at that station as well. So that's down to me not concentrating. No starting signal at the station, previous signal 1 yellow, I should have set the DRA when I stopped at the station. So yeah, no, we've got a corporate golf day coming up at somewhere near Haywards Heath. Breakfast baps in the morning and coffee, 18 holes of golf, and then a nice 3-course meal and drinks in the afternoon. I've got the day off on that day, so I thought, why not? I'll go along and have a game and see if I like golf. Yep, Sam forgot the DRA now too. Soy spad. Yeah, as Sam says there, soy spad. Start on yellow spad. Yeah, the risk is obviously... with not setting the DRA. Obviously I've got the heads up display on here, which does help, but the risk is with having not set the DRA. You've come into the station, you've done your station duties, you've opened your doors, people have got on and off, you close your doors, you know, there's so much going on that you've got the potential to forget that your last signal was 1 yellow. So forgetting that your signal was 1 yellow, you've got no starting signal, you come out the station, you take full power, you come around the corner, bang, straight past the red. So yeah, it's really, really important to set your DRA in that situation. Right, going on to a red signal, should be no more than 20 miles an hour across the AWS magnet. Just got down for that. 100% braking. It's terrible. We're not risking it. We're not risking it anymore. Right, so we're going to go... Oh, we don't have to set our DRA because the signal's now cleared. I'll be a good boy. Opening the doors. Let's go and be nosy on the platform. See what's going on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to ScotRail. Only 6455s remain. Yeah, I think it's really sad. I mean, I hope... Do you think we're going to see one go to preservation, or do you think they're all going to be scrapped? Yeah, that's a really good point there, Sam. Set the DRA at the start of the platform just in case my mind wanders after stopping. I know on some trains and some operators they don't allow you to set the DRA while you're on the move. So, shall we have another go, guys? Lots of people getting the locomotive and the livery, or they think they got the locomotive and the livery. Nobody's got the location yet. We've got a green. We're 25. Let's play a game.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
There's 25. I drive better in real life, guys. Just trust me on that. Here's another train. Wave at the driver. Hello, driver. Didn't wave back. Ignorant. Right, Robert, you're the third one on my screen with number 10.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Let's give you number 10, guys. 10 seconds. Think about what one you might want next as well to get that location. Langside Platform 1, 0.8 miles. Waihon Lamb, welcome to DadRail, new subscriber. Great to have you here. Davidoff, good evening. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Adam's Transport Videos, Class 60. Fixable, definitely a DB60. 15600, Class 60. Oh, we're going to get that location though, guys. That's what we're looking for now. Hooded Domino says it's Cheltenham. It's not Cheltenham. Enviry, hi. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Waihon Lamb, hey, welcome to the stream and thank you for subscribing. Creeping round the corner now into Langside. Exotic, yes, it's a Class 60. Your words, not mine. Ian Bradley, can you make a video on signs and signals explaining the meaning and sequences of them? Yes, absolutely. That is definitely coming up. I've got a video on Absolute Block semaphore signalling. That is scripted, ready to go. I've got the artwork done for the animations. That's just got a little bit of finishing off to do on it. So as part of my train driver rules videos, I'm going to be doing all the signalling stuff. It's going to be pretty much a comprehensive rules video, as much as I can put out. Obviously there's certain stuff I can't put out because of security concerns. My main kind of rule of thumb is that if I can find the information online, if I can Google it and find it, then I'll put it into a video. But if it's not already available online somewhere, then I'm not going to turn it into a video for obvious reasons. So yeah, that sort of stuff will definitely be coming. So I've done the first one, which is the GSMR one. That was kind of the taster, if you like, which was really well received. So yeah, the other ones will definitely be coming. Using brake step 3 again. But we are stopped in the right place. And using the offside door controls as well, we're being good. Dance Dance Communist Revolution. Richard, you going to be on VC after this? Possibly. I'll probably jump in for 20 minutes or so. I've got a reasonably early start in the morning. I think I've got about 3 a.m. alarm call, so that sounds really early, but for me that's not too bad. Normally it's like a 1:30. Trouble is, it's my first early shift, and I don't know if you guys are the same, but like the first one, I never sleep properly. I didn't get up till about 11 o'clock this morning, which is me not managing my sleep very well. We were at the races yesterday at Lingfield. We didn't get back till about midnight, so had a nice lie-in this morning, which means I can't sleep tonight, which means I won't get much sleep tonight, which means tomorrow morning I'll be tired as anything. But I just kind of think I've got to lock doors from the... Why is he not letting me lock the doors? Is that because I opened them on the guards panel? Surely not. Okay, it's a bit strange. Yes, I might jump in VC in a little while. Debt Change, Rich, are you in favour of ATO? It's going to happen, isn't it? You know, driverless trains and automatic train operation, it will happen. There's no two ways about it. So I don't think it's a question of whether we're in favour or not of it. I think it's a case of it will happen. I think full implementation of it on the main line is a lot further away than people believe it is. I think people look at the fact that we've got like DLR and a lot of the underground lines and the Thameslink core and stuff, Crossrail, all has ATO on it, but full implementation of it on a national level across the whole network with multiple types of rolling stock, multiple speeds. The technology sort of exists, but it's not quite there yet, and I think it's still a lot further away than what people believe. I don't think there's that much, in a really weird way with all the stuff that's going on, I don't think there's that much political will to bring it in either. It's a pretty strange situation. So yeah, I don't think it's a case of being in favour of it or against it. I think it's a case of it will happen at some point. And if you watch my how to become a train driver video, that's one of the things that I do mention in there. So one day computers will drive trains and the role of the train driver will change. And there's nothing we can do about that. So the railways have been evolving since the year dot, since we've had steam engines. And constantly evolving. Just goes with the territory, really. Doors on the right. Let's get up out our seat and do that. 156. Have I seen the new Glasgow subway train yet? Yeah, I did see some pictures of them. I think they're fully ATO, aren't they, through there? Which is good. It's good. It's bad. I don't know. Depends on your opinions. Davidoff, happy birthday for next Saturday, bud. Next Saturday, we were going to be in York on a community meet next Saturday on the 13th. But because of the industrial action, we've postponed that. That's been postponed for the foreseeable future. Yeah, someone just said there, reverser. You're quite right, because if I'm getting up out the seat, it means I'm taking my foot off the DSD pedal, which means the emergency brakes would apply. So I should be in neutral before I get up out the seat. Why am I not going anywhere? I've still got brakes on. Let's get the brakes off. That does help. Right, Shorelands, platform 1, we are off to. Masons, mainline and roadblocks. I want to be a train driver, but I think that computers will drive before 2040. I think the big issue you've got, Masons, I think parts of the network will become computerised, but I think the cost of implementing it across the whole network is absolutely humongous. There are lines that have been recently re-signalled, like London Bridge, Victoria's currently being re-signalled, and none of these lines are being fitted with automatic ATO train equipment. They're not even being fitted with ETCS, European Train Control Systems. So I think we're going to get little pockets of it creeping up, but I think mainline implementation is absolutely miles away. For example, Hastings still has semaphore signals, and the signal box down there is not due to close till like 2030. I think it's 2035 at the earliest before we get rid of semaphore signals. So yes, it will happen, but I don't think a full rollout of ATO is going to happen. Anytime soon. Why is it flicking to off? Don't forget the brakes off. Yeah, it does help. This is why we don't tend to read chats and play on our phones when we're driving. It's why we tend to concentrate on what we're doing. Right, guys, shall we see if we can get this location? Nobody's got the location yet.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Robert, what's the point of ATO? We got drivers and drivers should need to be present. So I'll be a little bit controversial, Robert, with this. The purpose of ATO... and this is going to sound really political. The purpose of ATO is so that we can get rid of the driver, which reduces costs. But unfortunately, those costs will not be passed on to the public. Your fares will not be reduced. It just means the people at the top can earn more profits because they're not paying drivers' wages. But like I said, I'm not going to get political about it. So who have we got then? Sebastian Peters, you're the third one on my screen with number 1.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Let's give you number 1, guys. See if there's anything in there to help with that location. There's your 10 seconds. I think we're pretty unanimous on the locomotive and livery. Just need that location now, guys. Right, we're going downhill as well coming into Maxwell Park, so... although my braking performance seems to have been a little bit better. Right, brake step 2. Curious Shadow, is the location Avencliff or Avencliff? No, it's not. Det Trains, Yeovil Junction. Figsbowl, Dabrowell getting political. All the views and opinions expressed within this stream are solely my own, and all that sort of thing. I try not to be too political or too controversial about anything. I think sometimes it's good in a public forum to keep your opinions to yourself where you can. Obviously, I do have opinions on things, and I can be quite outspoken, but it's kind of knowing where to be outspoken, especially if social media policies and stuff like that. If you say the wrong thing in the wrong place to the wrong person, especially when you're being recorded and you're on camera, things can and will be held against you. So that's why I kind of don't say too much on these sorts of things. Hoodie Dominoes, why are people choosing bad squares? Wyhon Lamb. If it were up to me, I'd renationalise the whole lot. Public transport should be just that, publicly owned. It shouldn't be there to make a profit for someone. I've got the brakes on again, haven't I? We have a really weird situation in the UK where, although the network is privatised, it is actually run by the government. Because, again, I'm trying not to be too political. The government set out what the companies have got to do. So you will run this many trains on these routes. These are the trains you are having. This is your timetable requirement. The fares will go up by this much each year. And just lately, the government are also saying this is how much pay rise you can give to your staff. But let's not even go there. So what we've got in this company is we have privatised profits and public risk. So if a company loses money, the government pays for it. But if a company makes profit, the private company get to take the profit. And the ironic thing is that most of the private companies in this country are actually state-operated railways from other countries. For example, we have the French State Railway, we have the German State Railway, the Dutch State Railway. They're all operating trains in the UK, making a profit and subsidising their own railways out of that profit, whilst the ticket prices keep going up and wages keep falling. It's just absolute madness. The railways got so much money handed to them during the coronavirus pandemic, and they still made a profit, and money still went to shareholders. Surely that money should go back to the government. It's just... yeah, that I've got political again, haven't I? There we go, all stopped. All stopped, all stopped. Are we on the platform? Just. As long as the first set of doors is up. Oh! Is that? Oh, it's not good, is it? It's not good. Ian Brady, I was about to compliment you on remembering the brakes, but you forgot again. Peter Wood, the leasing companies are a leech on the whole thing too. Yeah, they're kind of the ones making massive amounts of money, aren't they? The rolling stock leasing companies. But the franchising model doesn't inspire companies to want to buy their own rolling stock. Why would a company want to buy all their own trains and then lose the franchise in 5 years? There's no incentive to make that investment. Right, we're off to Glasgow Central, so we are nearly at the end of this live stream. So let's see if we can get that location, guys. I'm going to put the board up.
Let's play.
Don't post your numbers yet.
Locomotive Livery Location.
Have a look at that and tell me what numbers you might want, because I want to try and get the location on this. Okay, guys.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Det Trains 43, faults on the Class 701. Oh dear, oh dear. That's my faults on the 701. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's a complete and utter... you know, we'll get these 707s, and then suddenly they're too expensive to lease. So we're going to get rid of them to some other company and get some other trains in. The whole thing's just a mess, isn't it? It really is. It's like what they've done with the Class 442s. They spent a fortune renewing the 442s and then decided they didn't want them anymore. They were having issues with them. So they've all been scrapped after they spent millions refurbishing them. I mean, come on, that's just such a waste of money. Anyway, guys. I've done it again, haven't I? Right, Smacks, you're the third one on my screen with number 12.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Let's give you that number 12. It's quite strange to get this far in and not have a location yet. It's not what I would call a small station. It's quite a recognisable station. Joshua Ritchie, thoughts on the 769. Now I like 319s, Joshua. I will add that. 319s were the first power door stock I ever travelled on. I used to travel on slam door stock a lot. 319s were the first power door train I ever travelled on. So I've got a bit of a soft spot for 319s. So to see them turned into something new rather than being scrapped is something I wholly support. Are they going to be any good? Well, I don't know. But it's still nice to see them out and about, especially on the southern region, especially on the down to Gatwick. It'd be really nice to see them down at Gatwick. Sam Robinson, political row tonight. Yeah, my apologies, Sam. I have to try not to rant about the whole situation. But I'll do the whole politician thing. I kind of, I'm not going to tell you whose side I'm on. I'm just going to beat about the bush. Det Train says it's Newquay. Mason's Mainline and Roblox. Tisbury or Warrington Central. Det Trains 43. I'm looking forward to the 769s because the North Downs line can get really overcrowded. Right, line number 4, 2 yellows. Let's have another one.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Yeah, British film guys. Some of the 769s are used as light freight trains. Have the ones that are being used for freight been converted to 769s, or are they still 319s? Because they're using them as parcel trains, aren't they? I know Amazon are quite interested in starting up a service with them. I think I want to say it's like Express Freight or something, which is a subsidiary of another company that I may or may not work for. Right, Sebastian Peters wants number 14.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
I'll tell you what, guys, as we're coming to the end of the stream, I'm going to give you that one and that one free of charge. Let's see if that helps. Does that help you guys? Those ones are completely free of charge. They're bonus ones. Smacks, Darrow, are there engineering works past Staines? I've got no idea, Smacks, I'm afraid. Joshua Ritchie, they are 319s and 768s. So 15 into the platform is good. We've got TPWS loops which will be set for 10 miles an hour, so we want to be under 10. And we want to be stopping roughly 6 foot away from the buffer stops. I reckon that's a lot further than 6 foot. It's really hard sometimes to judge your distance. So we're going to go full service brake application. We're going to set our DRA. We're going to go into neutral. And we are doing that because the buffer stop is classed as a red signal. We are going to put our tail lights on into the off position. Key out. And let's have a look whether I was 6 foot away or a lot further. I reckon I'm a lot further. It's a generous 6 foot. That is a generous 6 foot. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, in terms of location, when I find the right button.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Only one person has got the location correct tonight. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that person is our very own top community manager, #1 guy, Patreon supporter, community manager, and driver extraordinaire, Sam Robinson. Well done, Sam. That is indeed DB Class 60 at Bath Spa. Thank you, Stefan Raymond Nolan, for sending that picture in as well. That was a good one tonight. Like I said earlier, guys, Locomotive Location Livery is being updated. We are going from a 16 4x4 board. We are moving up to a 5x5 board, which is going to make each window slightly smaller. Which means we're going to be playing it more often on the stream, because we only play it sort of infrequently, as it were, but otherwise the game would finish too quickly. So if we make the boxes smaller, it should make it a little bit more interesting and also last a little bit longer. If you do have any pictures you'd like to send me for Locomotive Livery Location, you can send them to me via my socials. There is a link on the screen to those right now, or you can send them to me via Discord. Like I say, guys, I do get a lot of direct messages on Discord and on my socials as well, so if I don't reply to you, I do apologise for that, but I do try to read all messages as it goes. Discord link in the description below. Before we finish up, we'll jump into the Discord and see what's going on over there. Someone's posted a video of me dancing, Fortnite dancing, sticky situations. Det Trades Class 67 there. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So don't forget, guys, we've got events coming up later in the week, and I'm going to post this over on the social media. Tuesday the 2nd at 20:30, we're going to be doing these SCR community play and stream. So that'll be me streaming on YouTube whilst playing in the private server. Wednesday at 8:30, it's going to be SCR Stepford County Railway play with Dad Rail. So that won't be a stream, but we'll be playing in the Discord server in the voice chat, so we can all just chat and hang out and play that. And Friday the 31st, that is wrong. I'm reading this off of a sheet and it's all wrong. So yeah, Wednesday the 3rd of August, that should be SCR play with Dad Rail in the Discord server. And Friday the 5th, it'll be the 5th of August 2030, that'll be the Island Line stream and the Class 484. And I shall post all of those over on my social media channels once I have correctly updated the dates, because they are all wrong, which is terrible of me. So anyway, guys, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing. That would be absolutely fantastic. I would like to say, as always, a massive thank you to all my Patreon supporters whose names are on the screen for you. Names are on the screen now. Thank you for all your support. It really is very, very much appreciated. If you want to find out more about that, you can visit patreon.com/dadrail. Social medias I've already put on the screen, but I'll do it again. Facebook.com, Twitter.com, also on Instagram, and the other one, TikTok, TokTik. And that is all. I'm going to press that button there. Solidarity to all the workers. That's as political as it's getting. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and see you in the next one.